everybody, and welcome back to my channel, 23 Flavors of Stitching. My name is Kirsten, and today is going to be a Stitch With Me video. I was planning, I actually did record one of these a few weeks ago, but I just seemed really out of it. It had been a long day at work, and so I decided not to post it after rewatching it. Hold on one second. I just need to grab my scissors. So I didn't post it. I also decided that for this Stitch With Me video, it would be face-to-face, face-to-camera, because it seems like those ones get better interactions. So I figure we would just do it that way. And I have no idea what I'm going to talk about, but here is the project I'm working on. When Life Is Done by Silver Creek Samplers. I lost what I was getting at. I am stitching this for one of my aunts. If you have not been here in the last year, I'm stitching this for one of my aunts. We just passed the year mark of her husband passing away. This will not be done. She gets back from visiting one of his daughters tomorrow. This will not be done for her by the time she gets home, but I'm hoping that maybe I can get it done before her birthday in October. I'm sure I will. Just depends on if I put it away. But here's where we are at. I'm also trying to figure out how to chart the lady's hair shorter, and then I also need to pick a different color so that it can more represent my aunt. But here's where we're at so far. I think the last time you saw this, I was either still working on the dress or I had just finished the dress and I was working on the vine. So while we were out of town last weekend, I finished the vine, did the cardinal, and then I also started working up on the words. So I am working on As When, and then I'm going to go up to I Love You, and then I'll make my way over if I can't figure out how to do her hair before that. But yeah, so that's just the plan for now. I hope this is bright enough since you're not watching me stitch. I figured it might be okay. Really, that's why. Really, I just hope that it is bright enough for me to see, because I didn't want to turn my light on when you're going to be looking at me. So and Nova just came in here with a rawhide, so if you see that, that's what's happening. Yes, I'm a thread licker. Don't come for me. Alrighty, let's see. Our trip was nice. The only thing that kind of was not great was that the only super nice day with a lot of sunshine and calm water was the day that we got there. so we didn't have a complete day. We had a pretty good day. We got there, we ended up getting to the houseboat at around noon, I want to say, 11:30 noon. So it had been a long day by the time that it was, because we stopped halfway through the drive, spent the night, and then drove the rest of the way, and then had an hour and a half boat ride into where the houseboat was. And anyway, it was a long day the day that we got there, but I immediately put my swimsuit on and jumped right in the lake and had a great time. And then the rest of the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday we got off the lake. Friday, Saturday was pretty windy and cold and not a lot of sunshine, very overcast. And it was still fun, and I still got in the lake on Friday, but Saturday I was not touching the lake with a 10-foot pole. It was too cold. And then Sunday we woke up early, and it was supposed to be really high wind, and so my husband and I went with my father-in-law on a speedboat back to the marina, and then we took people's bags and took some things that weren't needed on the houseboat in the morning, so that we could load up cars and stuff, so that once the houseboat got back to the marina, we could really just load everyone up and then go. And so it took us about an hour and a half to get back to the marina, and then the houseboat left 30 minutes after we did. I don't know exactly. So we had like 3 hours to do everything that we wanted to do and stuff. And yeah, so Sunday was a long day as well. I went into work a little later than I normally do today, just because I had such a long day yesterday, and which means I just stayed a little longer at the end of the day, which I was completely fine with. I needed an extra hour of sleep, so I'm glad I did that. And yeah, that's all. Today was a long day at work. I spent my entire day working on one email. So when getting home today, I was just kind of out of it. But hi. Oh, okay. Let's say hi. Say hi, Max. Hi. Can you go lay down in your bed? Where's your bed? Max, where's your bed? Can you lay down in your bed? Go to your bed. Good job. Good job. So, sorry about bumping the camera. So today when I got home, I've just been very tired, but my father-in-law's birthday is tomorrow, and we had to run up to our local Scheels. If you don't have one, it's a sporting goods store and kind of just everything. has everything. So we ran up there to get him one last thing to kind of put his whole gift together. And then my husband and I went grocery shopping, and so it's kind of just been not non-stop, but kind of. And I feel like there are a lot of things that I want to do, but I don't feel like I have enough time to do them. I'm not getting any stitching done. I feel like there are a lot of things that I would like to do when I get home, but I don't feel like I have any time to do them, and that's okay. I just need to figure out a better way to manage my time and manage everything that's going on. And yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see if I can ever get anything done. I'm supposed to ship a package out to my mom. I wanted to do it last week. I need to do it this week. What I really need to do is just pack the box and then just have my husband go send it during the day so that it can actually get picked up. And as long as he goes and does that before he drives down to class. Like if I were to pack the box tonight, as long as he does it before he goes down to class tomorrow, then we should be fine. And it should ship out tomorrow. So maybe after I'm done filming this, I will completely get that box ready. It's mostly ready. There's just a few other things I need to put in there. And I got a new fishing pole in March. It's the first one I've ever had, and my husband and father-in-law really like to fish, and my husband always asks if I want to go. And in March I found a reel that I thought was really cool, and he was like, okay, but if we get it, you have to come fishing. I was like, okay. And my father-in-law found a pole or a rod that matched the reel that I found, and he ordered it for me, and we took it down to Lake Powell this past weekend, and I caught my first 2 fish on my brand new rod, so that was cool. Maybe I'll put a picture in. My hair is absolutely wild in the pictures. Like I said, it was super windy, and we still went out on the boat to fish while it was windy, and you can see it in my in the pictures of me holding the fish. So, but it was fun. I had a good time. I wasn't able to do any water sports just because of the weather and everything, so that was a little bit of a bummer, but I had fun fishing, and I had fun swimming and just being outside for the most part, and stitching on this when I didn't have time to, or when it was too windy and stuff. We also played games, and it was just really fun to be with my husband's side of the family and his uncle's family, and it was good. It was a good trip. I'm glad that I was able to make it down. I definitely would want to plan a trip when I could have a full week to go down. I think that'd be fun. Hi, Max. What's going on? Do you need something? Hold on just a second. He might need to go OUT because that's usually what they bother me for. So, hold on just a second. Okay, we're back. He did have to go to the bathroom. So, it's a good thing I went. I just got a new color of Brewmate. I don't drink beer, so I've got my Mountain Dew. When you do buy this size, it's for 12-ounce cans. If you do drink beer, it comes with a different type of bumper top, I don't know, for a Coors can, because apparently they're different than normal cans. I don't know what the difference is. They still keep my Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper cold. That's all I need. So, I don't really know what else to talk about, but my last segment was around 16 minutes, so I still have 30-ish minutes to talk about something. I'm thinking about chopping my hair. If you're here from the beginning of my channel, I started my channel when I had hair. It was here maybe? So like that. Maybe a little shorter. And I'm thinking about doing it again because after going to the lake and trying to wash my hair and brush it and everything, it just took a lot. So I am kind of sick of it now, and it takes a lot to style it, and I would rather just have easy to style hair. But I also like that when I have dirty hair, when it's long, and if it's oily, I can just throw it up in a bun and everything works. So I have a love-hate relationship with my hair. I also like long hair for when I am snowboarding, because then when I wear a beanie or a toque, I can braid it and have cute little pigtail braids with my hat on. Or I like putting my hair in a bun when I wear a baseball hat. Or I don't know. I'm having a hard time with it. Maybe it's because I'm not really good at doing my hair, and so I have 3 styles that I wear: up, curled, or straight. Or this, whatever this is. This was dry before I went to bed the other day, but then I put it in a bun. And so now it has a couple creases. Anyway, maybe that's why I shouldn't have long hair, because I don't know how to do it. Tonight is trash night, so I need to make sure to take out all of my trash. I have been forgetting to do it on Monday nights, and so by the time Tuesday night comes, my trash can is halfway full again, and so I just need to remember to take it all down tonight. I think part of the reason why I forget is because, well, not even that I forget, but it's just that I'm lazy. And if I don't have all of the trash put together for one trip downstairs, then I don't want to go multiple times with living in a townhome. So who knows? I did take the trash out before we left, but then I had a friend and her family, her husband and her son, they stayed here while we were gone, and they dog sat and house sat for me, which was very nice of them. I'm very grateful for them. And she's been my best friend for almost 20 years. Yes. I'm almost 25. Yes, she has been my best friend for almost 20 years. In 2024, it'll be 20 years. And it's kind of wild to think about, actually. I need to get the colors. Very grateful for her, just in general, for being in my life. So I hope that I'm not talking too quiet. I have my mic on, but my husband is doing a school meeting on Teams downstairs, and because my dogs keep walking in and out, my door's open. So I hope you can hear me okay. If not, then this one won't get posted either, and we will just try again. Try another day. I might need to. Might need to call my dogs up here. There are people yelling outside. I don't know why. Living in townhomes is fun because you kind of get to eavesdrop without meaning to. It's kind of the same when we're camping and we're just in our camper because obviously the walls are thin. Oh gosh, I don't know what just happened. There we go. This is one of the colors that I need for the I love you. This is a little weird. I don't know. Oh, there we go. I didn't know how I wrapped it around there. This is kind of why I am transitioning away from bobbins, because half the time you can never tell if you wind them back up, that is. Okay. Let's see. It is getting a little darker, but I think just my light in here should work. Should I close my blinds? Will that make it better? A little bit. Obviously, the bottom is still open because of my plants. I love hearing people. Where did my needle go? Okay. Let's see. What else can we talk about? I had an idea. Well, my mom had an idea of me doing like the best or like the most interesting essential oil fact that I learned from my job that week or whatever. I've thought about it because some of the things that I read are really interesting. Even if I have to contact the person and tell them that it needs to be changed. But I don't know. I feel like if no one uses oils, then that's kind of like a don't talk about this thing, but I don't know. I don't know if I talked about this or maybe in one of my last floss tube videos I did, but I did change around my office / craft room It's definitely more of a craft room because my computer isn't in here anymore. And I no longer have to work from in here. But I did change it around in May. Just to have it work a little better for me. And hi, bud. And so maybe, and it was clean for the most part, but maybe I can do an updated tour of it now that I have things a little bit more where I would want them. I'm not sure. Hi, bud. What are you doing? My dogs missed me. And then I went to work today and I was even more in trouble by them. When I got home, Max was giving me a little bit of attitude and didn't want to come over to see me. And usually he waits for me at the top of the stairs. Hi. But now he's giving me all the attention. Hi, bud. After this, and after I put the box together for my mom, I'll probably just watch an episode of a TV show and then have him, while I'm cross-stitching, and have him lay by me. Because he's the sweetest. And I love his cuddles. Huh. He's looking at me like, why can't I do that right now? I ended up purchasing those Heaven and Earth Designs patterns that I was talking about in my last video. And I remembered what the pattern was. It's the Grand Library. And Alicia, who is Alicia Marie Adventures of Stitching, she just created her channel, so you should definitely go watch her, and I will also mention her in my next regular update. She was the one that made me officially buy the pattern and think about starting it, because I had been contemplating it for a while, and she is doing the supersized max color version. And I said, I won't do that, but I will do the regular version maybe instead of the mini. I got a little scared when looking at the mock-up of the mini because it just looked really pixelated. And there's a lot of small details in that piece, and so I decided to go with just the standard size. And I don't believe I got max color. I think I just got regular colors. So I will probably work on getting that kitted up and maybe see about starting it. There are a few things that I'm planning on starting, that I was planning on starting this year, that I'm going to be switching around. Like, there was one pattern that I was going to start. Well, there were actually a couple patterns that I was going to start this month, and I think I have one scheduled to start tomorrow. I should make sure that I have everything I need for that. But there was another one earlier this month that I was planning on starting, that I think instead of that one, I'm just going to count the Modern Folk Embroidery Pride stitch along as my new start. As one of my new starts for my 25 starts this year. Oh my goodness, I cannot do this today. I will just have to update my post on Instagram and put my hashtag on it. Which would be fine. It's easy to do. Oh boy. That took way too much effort to finish that thread. So I bought that one, and then I also bought a Real Snow Job, I think, which I saw someone else on Instagram stitching it, and I said, oh my gosh, I have to buy it. So I screenshotted their story with the cover photo on it so that I could remember exactly which one it was. So I think I bought those two Heaven and Earth Designs patterns. And I'm thinking of upgrading my tablet from the Kindle Fire to a little bit of a better one, because with my Kindle Fire I have a hard time downloading the files from my Google Drive, because Google and Amazon are kind of competitors in relation to that stuff. And what else? And maybe, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Hi, can you go lay down, please? Thank you. Lay down. He's laying on top of all my stuff. He could pick a better place to lay down. I know, just give me a minute, okay? I just have to count real quick. Oh my goodness, what? Okay, let's double check. I'm sorry if me counting throws anyone off. did that right. I'm really excited to get this done because it would be another finish for the year, and also just to be able to give it to my aunt. It will be really nice, I think. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but I can mention it at the end, I guess. Just what I'm stitching on and like the fabric and floss and stuff. I feel like the last part of this video has been a little bit more quiet. I'm starting to notice how tired I actually am and how much I would like to do tonight. And everything that has to get done tomorrow. I don't know what time it is. Ever since I moved everything around, I haven't put the clock back up. And my iPad isn't in here. Ooh. Excuse me. Let's see. Oh, it won't work. Never mind. I think it's probably... It's getting to be around 9. Is what I would guess because of taking my dogs outside. I took them around 8:30 because that's when my husband's meeting was starting. Because I thought it was starting at 8, so I came up here around then so that he could have his meeting. And then when I got done taking the dogs out, I was like, why aren't you in your meeting yet? And it was because it was just about to start, so... He said he didn't know how long it was going to take tonight because they had a few things they had to do that were going to take a bit of time, so I will probably just be doing I will probably just be doing all of my stuff while he's doing his schoolwork, and then I will get ready to go to sleep. Wow. Apparently that itch came on a little suddenly. I really did not get that much stitching done because for half of the video I was just talking to you. So I'm gonna finish up this letter and then I'll probably end the video because we're getting to the 30-minute mark. And as I mentioned when I started this part, my last section was around 16 minutes, so this will put me right at around the 45 to 50 minute mark, which I think will be a good amount of time. Ooh, I better be able to finish it with this amount of thread. We're about to play some thread chicken. You're about to see me lick my thread quite a few times. Look. That's how long it is, and I have 2 full stitches left to do. I have 2 half stitches and 1 full stitch, so I'm trying to move it out of the way, but I think I'm just getting in the way. So let's see if we can do it. I've done it with less thread. So I know that I can do it. It's just a fact of if this thread will work. This skein I think was a little older. Just because of how it feels and how the ends of the thread were. I honestly don't know. It's possible it could have been a newer one. And also based off of my bobbin is what I'm guessing. Because for a while when I first started, I only had the plain white bobbins. So I can actually show you. So the bobbin that this one came off of is this one. So it's a little worn, it's a little fuzzy. It's a plain white bobbin and I'm using a thicker point of Sharpie. My other bobbins, I'm using a fine point Sharpie and I got the DMC bobbins from Michael's or Joann's or wherever I went. And then I also have these because I bought them from someone. And then I also have these that are written with just plain pen, which were my grandma's because I got those from her because she doesn't cross stitch, she doesn't cross stitch much. She is my grandma who quilts. Because of her arthritis, she doesn't cross stitch much anymore. She doesn't crochet anymore. And the cross stitch projects that she does have left that she has been working on, she is working from kits, and so she asked me if I wanted all of her thread, and I said yes. So I'm the only grandchild that cross stitches, so. And she has quite a few. So, not too bad, if I say so myself. She had a lot of 712 and a lot of 560 or something like that. Just some random colors, but they ended up being colors that I needed for a few different things, so that was kind of cool. Alright, we're on to the last half stitch. I do not have very much floss left, but I am not rethreading. You get to see my focus face. I don't do this with every strand that I use. You can see that with this piece right here. It's just when I only have less than 5 stitches. Hi, Max. Go lay down. Maxie. Honey, go lay down. Who knew that the last 10 minutes of this was gonna be me just trying to get this one thread, or this one thread to work. Oh, come on. I could probably use a needle threader. I don't know where one is though. Okay, come on. Oh, okay. We are going to rifle through this here. And I don't want to end the video until I'm done. You might not feel invested, but I feel like you're invested now. Alright, I found one. I don't know how to use these. I also found this one, maybe. Okay, let's see. How do I do this? Is there like a way that you're supposed to do this? I'm probably doing it wrong, but don't yell at me. I'm still licking, so. Okay. Okay, maybe this one will work better. Because it's just the hook. Maybe not. I never learned how to use needle threaders. Man, this is so much harder than I was expecting. Okay, we're giving up on the needle threaders. We are going to trim that little tail off, and we're gonna try it my original way. Did we get it? Come on. Alright, now we just have to end it. Okay. You guys probably already turned the video off. But I don't care. If you waited to see me finish off this thread, then you're a real one. And I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone who watches, but okay, come on. Oh, come on. Please. Please. Because saying please will make it happen, obviously. Come on. Success! For everyone who stayed for me to finish this thread, thank you for staying. Here's what we ended with. I did not get very much done in the hour that I was sitting with you, but thank you for listening to me ramble anyway. And I'm trying to look like my calendar's right there because that's where it used to be. It's not. It also fell behind the shelves that I have right there, so I think I'm gonna try and film my next update next week. No, it was gonna be this weekend, I think. I can't remember. Or the first weekend of July, I'm not sure. So just keep an eye out, and I thank you very much for watching. I hope you remember that someone always needs you, and I will see you next time.